Is Australia an island or a continent?
Both.
I think you're right. The answer actually depends on where you're from. In school, for example, I learned that Australia is part of Oceania, and that's the continent. But here they consider this the world's largest island and the smallest continent. How do you learn in Canada?
By reading, writing, and watching videos. Today, you Google.
Is Australia a continent in Canada?
Yeah.
When you look at the map, you may think that this is an isolated place at the bottom of the planet, but actually this is one of the most multicultural countries in the world. We start this trip in Melbourne, a city that perfectly represents this. Also, there's more. Australia is the 6th largest country in the world. What are the first 5?
Russia, Canada, United States, Brazil, China.
China is number 3.
I didn't say which order. I'm smart.
You are. If you're new to this channel, nice to meet you. I'm Renata.
And I'm Gordon.
I'm a journalist. And you?
I'm a human.
You have to think about it. He's my cameraman and husband. I work on major events around the world, and we're on this part of the planet to discover Australia and New Zealand, hosts of the FIFA Women's World Cup. When you come to Australia, there are 2 main ports of entry for most countries, which are
Sydney and Melbourne.
Exactly. We arrived via Melbourne and will depart from Sydney. And we're going to cover a lot in between, so stay with us if you want to learn more about Australia. Now, there's also a rivalry between these 2 cities.
Is there?
Right? Yes. Which one is the capital?
Canberra.
Exactly. Neither of them. Both cities wanted to be capital, so they had to build an entire new city in between them. In this first video, we'll show you the Central Business District, or CBD. This is how they call downtown here in Australia. Every city has a CBD with suburbs around it. And we're gonna walk all over. We're now at Federation Square, or Fed Square for the intimate. This is a very contemporary square. Look at this, they have a giant screen over here with some chairs for people to sit down and watch what's going on. Maybe there's a movie up there. Normally squares are traditional places in the city that have existed for decades, if not centuries. Not this one here. This was built to become exactly what it is today. It's a square of the 21st century. There was no public square like this since the foundation of the city. And at some point they thought, I think we need a square. Today there's a lot going on here. Look at the amount of people early in the morning. They're all here for some kind of event. There's also a school trip over there. And there's a whole calendar of things going on here.
Hola, what are you doing?
Enjoying like everyone else. This feels good, huh?
What feels good?
It's comfortable. Right here in the middle of the square.
Yeah.
Just need a drink.
This early in the morning?
Water will be fine.
Water and cafe. There's a lot of people here, huh? A lot of tourists. School tourists, students. Look at that.
It's a happening place.
It's interesting they even give them hats.
Yeah, it's cute. The architecture here is so unique, very contemporary. No historical buildings like in the rest of the city. So let's also take the chance to go inside one of these buildings. Here they have museums and galleries totally free. And we chose the Australian Centre for the Moving Image because, you know, moving image, kind of our business.
Welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, enjoy your time.
Thank you.
Good.
You can use this card here to tap on anything that you like, and then you can read or learn more about this when you get back home. You don't have the pressure of doing everything here at the museum.
So cool, someone had all these old equipment, huh?
That's exactly what I was thinking. And you can play with all of them. Does it work?
See.
Such a kid.
What kind of hit me here? People don't understand moving pictures. We don't think in terms of, oh, you never had pictures that showed movement. Ah, that's what it's about. That is the technological breakthrough.
Costumes from The Last Emperor. Here it was explaining how they use the color. Colorful innocence, dark and gray, the ultimate.
There you go, you got saved. Look at it, I think I did a good edit.
This is literally how editing is.
But no, you didn't even finish.
Confused. This is what you should be putting. You see, I like my wife. It's what?
It always feels good to be honest.
You know what this is? Foley. You know what foley is?
Yes.
Orke.
Sponge, sponge. Here. Hot water.
I don't know.
It's down. Shoes.
I'm not very good.
No, you're not.
You try.
Shoes.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
What is below here? Ah! It appears to be one car, but look at this. Wow.
Aussie rules football. It's a major sport here. Called footy.
Do you even know the rules of the
No.
game?
No.
That was very cool and reminded me of the Oscars Museum that we saw in LA. We have a video there, by the way, but this one here is way smaller and much more interactive. And they also cover video games here. Right in front of the square, one of the most recognizable landmarks in Melbourne. This is a historic railway station called Flinders. It serves the metropolitan area of Melbourne. And this was the world's busiest station in the 1920s. Now you may think, can I get a train in Melbourne to go to other important cities in Australia like Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane? Well, you can from a different station, but it's going to take you like 10, 11 hours or days if you're going further north or to the west. They don't have high-speed rail in Australia. So if you want to see multiple cities, goodbye train, you gotta fly. That's what we're gonna do. But here in Melbourne, they have something really cool. They have the most extensive light rail train network in the entire world. That's why you see the streetcars all over and you hear them all over while I'm speaking. And here in the Central Business District, they have something even cooler. All these streetcars are free. You don't even need a specific transport card. You just get in and ride. And by the way, do you see these clocks? They are so important here in Melbourne. It's like a reference point for people that live here. Like, meet me under the clock. If you say that, everyone knows what you're talking about. And across the street, look at this other beauty. This is St. Paul's Cathedral. It's an Anglican cathedral built on the site where they had the very first Christian service here in Melbourne. That was in 1835. Inside, the church is equally impressive. The walls are made of tiles. Wow, even looks like Portuguese churches. Interesting that they have memorials here to the people killed in wars. Melbourne has a reputation of being a quirky city, kind of unique, and now let me show you why. The city has a mix of traditional, modern architecture and a network of laneways, if you can call it like that. Wow, basically just around the block from the cathedral, it's like a whole different world here, huh?
Tourists galore.
This is Hosier Lane, and today it is a very popular tourist attraction here because of the street art. Art in the making right here.
Yeah, don't act.
I don't know if this is street art or I think it's more like graffiti. Spray over spray, it's kind of confusing over here. There are a few cool artworks, but most of the lane is like this. Street art or graffiti?
Both.
None of my cash is full, none of my calls are gold. Digital dash on home.
At this point, we're about to start one of the most unique dining experiences of our lives. Wow, this is cold, like freezing cold. It's a sorbet, tomato sorbet. It's amazing. Delicious. This is the best real. Look at this beautiful presentation. Wow. I have no idea how to describe this, but it's fantastic. This is amazing. This was the best so far.
So you like smoked fish?
Oh, so that's what it is?
Couple of grilled, the Port Lincoln sardines with olives and chili.
Thank you. You got your fish, sweetness, and pepper. So it's a mix of flavors.
The most unique thing I've ever eaten. But at the end of the day, the combination works really well.
One with the lemon and mac and cheese from the special,
Okay.
and this one's with sweet corn and manchego cheese.
Thank you very much.
It's good. Real good.
Do we have anything else coming up? That is it? Oh, okay.
Would you
Thank
like a receipt?
Yes, please.
Where are you tourists from?
Florida.
Enjoy the rest of your stay.
Thank you. Wow, that was so interesting because just looking like this, you can't make much of the restaurant, right? But the crowd inside is not what you'd expect. Not the street art crowd. It is actually a fancy restaurant. And then I started reading a little bit about the restaurant. This is called Movida, and discovered that this was the first restaurant in the entire city to open in a laneway like this. This was in the early 2000s, and you had to be brave at the time. You know, laneways were not as popular as they are today. Today they are the place to be. So many charming cafes and restaurants. This was kind of taboo a few years ago. A business would not be in a location like this, but they did. They were the first, and today it is a very trendy place.
To the next lane.
Look at this other lane here, how cool. Soccer, cricket. Yes, Melbourne is considered the world sports capital. It's even cooler with the Women's World Cup going on here. Look at this. It's women's soccer. Now, this lane, this is a tribute to one of my all-time favorite bands, AC/DC. Oh, this lane here is more my style. Look at that. This is cool. What came first, the band or the lane?
The chicken or the egg?
This is easy, come on.
The band.
The band, of course. You know what their ties are to Melbourne?
Either someone was born here or they create their music here.
Yes, it's more like that. Their manager said in a book that if it was not for Melbourne and the supports that they received here, the band would have never worked.
Oh, really?
Well done, Melbourne.
I'm not a Bentonite.
But we celebrate. Anyways, we love AC/DC. The guys were based in Melbourne in the 70s, and they even shared a house here. So interesting because a lot of these buildings here were warehouses, and today you see a lot of bars here. Definitely a place that people come for the nightlife. And look at this, how cool. The lanes are right over there, and there's a Chanel in the corner. Now get ready for another contrast. We're about to step back into the 19th century. This street here, I was seeing online, there is one music clip that AC/DC shot here. And it's basically they are in the back of a truck, just going down the street.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Rolling Stones did the same thing in Manhattan.
Oh, really?
They launched a new album and they were on the back of a truck.
Now we gotta see who did that first.
Yes. Who did that first?
They have some really cool sushi shops over here that you basically buy per piece, and they're all so busy. This is the Manchester Unity building. It is a landmark in Melbourne. It was built by the end of the Depression when things were already getting better, and it became a symbol of the city. Look at the old elevators.
Oh, Renata, you messed up.
Why?
You took me to the wrong century. Actually, I arrived at the wrong century.
Let's keep going back. We'll get to the 19th. This is the town hall. And there are a lot more 19th century buildings around.
Where you go, I'll go, winter or summer. Every night and every day. Darling, I'll slow
Probably the most famous tea house in town. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Can we have one? Can we? How much do you think a piece of cake costs?
I don't know, but whatever it costs is worth it.
never been as close to heaven.
Look at the mosaic on the floor.
Something just like this ecstasy.
I'm sorry to say, Hanana, but you're not even on it and you're already at 14 pounds.
No, it doesn't work. This is actually a traditional scale. One of the few remaining in the world. All the other existing ones in England and the colonies were transformed into materials for war during World War II. We had a guided tour here before start filming these videos, and the guide explained why the name The Block. In the 19th century, this was the area to see and be seen. He defined it as the Tinder of the 19th century. And they had an expression like, do the block. You'd come here and just walk around. So when this arcade was open, it became The Block.
You have a deposit?
Oh, it's locked, huh?
Yeah.
And just in case you haven't noticed, how do they call the galleries here in Australia?
Arcades.
Arcades, yeah. So whenever you see an arcade, it's like a gallery, shopping lane. And here's another one. This is the Royal Arcade. It's one of the oldest here in Melbourne, if not the oldest. In Melbourne, there's no way you don't stop for a coffee or a hot chocolate. They're very famous and very proud of their coffees here, also their hot chocolates. And I think we found the most beautiful place. Oh my God, they have an entire page here of hot chocolates. This is the place for me, huh?
Hot chocolate with today's pralines.
Wow, this is amazing. More chocolates, the whole menu. Hot chocolate or a coffee for you?
Probably one of the first times I'll have an iced chocolate coffee.
Ah, wow. I'm glad you get that because I wanted to try too, but I'm going with this one here.
Absolutamente não busta.
Nobody will get that, baby.
Someone will. Leave it.
Thank you. It's hot chocolates.
For me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's hot chocolate. Thank you.
Wow.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Wow, baby, I think yours is prettier than mine, huh? Yours is really teasing here. Mine is beautiful too, but yours kind of looks like an ice cream.
Kind of. A strong chocolate. That's sweet.
Wow.
Never been this close to heaven.
Love this.
I don't know.
Amazing. But Gordon's is cold. It's like an ice cream. I don't know which one to choose. For someone not used to hot chocolates, what do you say?
It's good.
That's
sweet.
it? It's fantastic, baby.
It's sweet.
You're a coffee person, aren't you? Seriously, both are fantastic. This was the best hot chocolate I've ever had and the best cold chocolate drink I've ever had. Both of them. I'm amazed. I heard that hot chocolate in Australia is good, but if all of them are this good, I'm in paradise. You still want to go back to the dessert
No,
shop?
I've had too much sweet.
Yeah.
Way too much. I'm already sugared up.
Okay, so let's go shopping. We're in the shopping street now. Look at his happy face. Welcome to Bourke Street. It's a street only for tramps and pedestrians. This beautiful historical building over here is the former post office. Not a post office anymore, you can see the shop over there. But this building is what marks the geometric center of Melbourne. Got surprised with a car here. Stopped just in front of me. This is a very interesting turn that they do in Melbourne. It's a hook turn. It comes left to turn right.
And that I found a tagline that you could never use. Never.
Okay,
All right, over here.
you're so you. There is a huge department store over here. Old building converted into a department store. We went up there to see if there's any rooftop, but no.
Very cool buildings. So cool when they keep them.
Bourke Street is one of the main streets in the Central Business District. I'm amazed with how busy Melbourne is, right?
It's a big city.
Everywhere, but a lot of people walking on the streets all the time. Wow. And again, very diverse, very multicultural. And just like that, we're in Chinatown. Everything is so close, within walking distance, really, here. But I'm gonna save that for the next video because we want to eat some more in Chinatown, but we can't at the moment. Also, this video is getting a little bit too big, so we'll be back for more, and I hope to see you back next week.